Chapter 33 Behind Closed Eminence. Craig spent the next half hour waiting in his bedroom, while Steven talked to Nicole about his friend in the kitchen. He didn't do anything in his spare time knowing how his dream could affect Steven, along with the meeting he's having with his friend tonight. He laid on his bed thinking about the dream and fusion he had. One thing's for sure, he's not gonna like what the gems told him before he woke up. That's really nice, Nicole smiled while sitting with Steven by the kitchen table. Knew for a fact you would find a friend sooner than later. Would you be a little disappointed if I made a friend a little longer? Steven asked. No, I've been through the route of making friends much later during childhood. Nicole then got up from her seat, and so did Steven. You really have soft charisma for a young man who's a gem. When I'm in a good mood, it's my specialty. As I promised, tomorrow you can hang out with my son in the creek. Thanks. But we agreed you tell me more about your crystal gem life tonight. It'll be the first thing we'll do when I get back from my meeting with Kenneth. Steven and Nicole made their way to the steps by the front door. Also, can I bring Craig along? Why? I want him to meet my friend. You know, in case maybe my friend's interest in playing a sport with Craig when we get the chance. Don't act like Craig never made friends. Nicole placed her hand on her hip. But sure, you can take him. Thanks. I'll see you tonight. See you tonight as well. Steven and Nicole then walked up the stairs. While Nicole went to her bedroom, Steven wasted little time as he opened Craig's bedroom door, taking Craig by surprise as he got up. Okay. Steven took a deep breath, entering the bedroom while closing the door behind him. He'd tell me about your dream. I'll do my best to understand everything, including a fusion half an hour ago. Okay. Craig got up while he stood face to face with Steven. I fell asleep when I had my pink eyes, and that's where I meant sapphire, ruby, four paws, amethyst, and garnet. He took a deep breath while attempting to stay on track. I was teleported to a fountain, an open field, a hotel building in a city, and, Steven responded, and Beach City. And that's where Garnet gave you a future vision about our fusion before you woke up. Craig nodded while informing one more thing. They also told me, other than the dreams I'm gonna have with the other crystal gems who want to meet me, they want me to have you. Steven remained silent, waiting for the answer to be revealed as Craig closed his eyes. Take me to Beach City. Steven lifted his body up, closing his eyes while processing everything Craig just said. As Craig opened his eyes, Steven walked past him while placing his hands on his head. He painted, all the while looking out the window, knowing Lion is the only transportation to Beach City. However, that doesn't mean it's possible he'll have Craig ride on him, especially with his parents' approval. No, he responded. I'm still not taking you to Beach City. Steven in my dream, Craig, he interrupted. I believe you got future vision. I believe it's possible that you got the dream because of your pink eyes. And I believe you need to go to Beach City. He then turned around with an honest look. But aren't you aware that the crystal gems in your dream won't even remember you in the real world? Craig lowered his head, remembering that his illusion in his dream was too good to be true. No. Craig sat back down on his bed while still looking at the floor. but they say it's the only way for me to get rid of my pink eyes forever. Steven placed his hands on his hips while looking up at the ceiling. Please tell me Garnet told you that. She did. How's that a problem? Steven sat next to Quake while telling him the truth. I had dreams after me and the gems failed to search for Lapis, and the only thing that was real was Lapis getting trapped with Jasper at the bottom of the ocean. Oh jeez, Quake flinched. When my dreams got real, it's always when I have to figure out a solution while you, Quake looked straight at Steven with his eyes open, won't have the same solutions. Steven, we just fused together. Did it ever occur to you that the effects from your gem powers might get stronger? Yes, I know, but Steven neglected to remember that Craig managed to jump into Lion's mane as he thought he was the only one capable of doing it, especially that his sister, Wildernessa, and her dog also jumped in, although it was without his powers. I doubt it has anything to do with our friendship. Outside of Craig's bedroom, Nicole got out of her bedroom as she listened to Steven and Craig's conversation. She slowly laid her ear next to his son's door as she heard Craig getting off of his bed. It does have something to do with our friendship. If you gave your gem powers to a different kid you befriended, they would probably have the same problems as me right now. And they would get captured by Aquamarine and Ruby, Steven replied. You would have been with them all day if I didn't save you. You wouldn't be staying here if I didn't stop them 2 days ago. Steven placed his hand on his forehead. Craig, I am really sorry, but if I take you to Beach City, have you met Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet, and others there? You would have to start all over to understand them. Craig couldn't disagree, but needless to say, he hasn't met the other crystal gems. I know, but the thing is, they'll probably understand if I tell them my dreams. If I went into your dreams, maybe I could see them acting that way in the real world. I just don't know if it's possible. Craig wanted to believe it's true, unlike Steven, but on the other hand, FaceTiming the crystal gems won't be a good idea, knowing his introduction to the crystal gems won't give them a hint about his dream. Steven, Craig getting his friend's attention. When I get more dreams, there's possibly more things going on in the future. Our fusion can't be the only thing that can happen without me. Outside the bedroom, Nicole couldn't believe everything she heard. She's nearly on the verge of opening the door to confront Steven, but with her son inside, it made her hesitant. She doesn't want him to have pink eyes forever, knowing Steven's the only way he's ever going to get rid of them. Did you ever find out who Aquamarine and Ruby's with? Steven asked. They're with Xavier. Oh great, you're not gonna like that. My friend is related to them. You're friends with Xavier's brother Kenneth, are you? Ugh, Steven moaned. Have you figured out where I'm taking you? Ah! Craig retorted while placing his head up against his wall. Aquamarine and Ruby are probably gonna be there after we just defeated them. As if us hanging out tomorrow would have been downtime for safety. Just when I wanted to take you to the other side of the creek to spend time there for real. Steven and Craig tried to process the situation, knowing now they're going to Xavier's house. Steven refuses to have Kenneth be part of any of this, but he is aware he doesn't know the presence of Aquamarine and Ruby, all the while hoping he doesn't find out about his true self. You know what? Steven got up. Let's just go there. What do you mean? Quake turned around. We're gonna meet Kenneth, tell him what I'm doing tomorrow, and we're gonna go straight to Xavier. I'm not sure about this. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Aquamarine and Ruby or Bluebird, I'll protect you by any means necessary. What does Xavier want from me? Craig took another deep breath to give Steven his answer. He also wants to go to Beach City and Homeward. As if it wasn't enough, all that Steven did was sign, much to Craig's surprise. I'm really sorry about this. If your whole family and friends wanted to go on vacation at my place, I would pick that over Xavier attempting to use me. You trust me more to go to Homeward than him? Steven gave Craig a somber look. I'm just saying, I never met him nor know him unlike you. Just when he made his way to the bedroom door, Nicole backed away as Steven and Craig got out. Just please let me handle this when we get there, okay? As they walked down the steps, Nicole slowly followed them. Xavier's probably upset that I'm free from Bluebird's lockdown. He's probably on lockdown from the way he told Kenneth not to mention his name. If he still ruled the other side of the creek, he would have put everyone on lockdown if they disobeyed him. He even called my mom and got me grounded. Steven had no words. But if Craig didn't do anything wrong, he's beginning to see the type of person Xavier is. If he interferes between us, I'll make sure he's grounded so he won't get away with it. As he opened the front door, he and Craig walked out as they made their way to Kenneth's place. Nicole looked out through the front windows. She saw Steven and Craig leaving. She's really upset from what she heard, but at the same time, it's likely that her son is another reason Steven's staying in her house. But that doesn't mean she's letting it pass by her. With another meeting she's gonna have with Steven tonight, her judgment will still be in her perspective. He better protect my kids or I'll do it myself.